Hey, if you'd like to learn how to do this gorgeous stitch effect in Cricut Design Space, then keep watching because I'm going to show you how. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm the crafter and designer behind this channel, and I'm here to help you get the best of your Cricut machine and become your own designer. And today we are creating this stitch effect in Cricut Design Space, and it is so easy. I did start this video by thinking, right, we're just going to make a stitch effect. That's what I'm going to do. But once I started and realized how easy it was, I thought, you know what, I'm not just going to waste this card. I'm going to create another layer and create a card. So that's what we've done. So I've worked with a flower shape and a free shape from Design Space. You can just get a flower shape from the free images in Cricut Design Space, but it's so easy. So what we're going to do now is we're going to hop onto Cricut Design Space and I'm going to show you how it's done. Let's get stitching. So we're going to start by grabbing a shape. So I've got a flower that I already had uploaded. You can get a free flower from Design Space. I'm going to get a circle because I'm going to slice the middle in a minute. But what I'm going to do first is go into the contour tool and hide all the contours, because I just want a solid flower. We want this to be quite simple. I'm just going to pop that flower in the centre. I'm not going to worry whether it's too central, and slice. I want it to be a bit more natural. This is going to be the motif on the front of my card. So I've got my flower shape. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change it pink. So I'm just going to head down to the bottom and choose a pink and pull it pale so that I've got a nice flower. Then we're going to go up to edit, click on the offset tool, and we're going to drag it inwards. You want it to sit inside the flower. So once you're happy, click apply. Now you're going to go to the top bar, click on basic cut and click on score. Now as you drag it in or zoom in, it gets smaller and smaller, but as you zoom out you can see that your image or your score lines get bigger. It's really bizarre. So what you've got to do is just keep scrolling in until you think it's small enough that you're happy with the score lines. I know this feels really alien because you're screenshotting an image that's really small, but as soon as you start dragging it out, the lines just get really close together and they're too much. So what you're going to do is once you've got your screenshot and it's tiny, you're going to go and find it and upload it to Cricut Design Space. It looks blurry, don't worry. You're going to click on take the back off, save it as a single layer, still looks blurry, upload, and there it is in the corner. And when you make it bigger, it's absolutely fine. And now what we can do, because that's now a screenshot and not a score line, we'll get rid of the score line, go back to our file, position it, and we're going to scroll in. You can see that we've maintained the lines. It doesn't change. It's only when it's a score line does it not work. So what we're going to do now is we're going to attach it, because when you send it to cut, you need it to be attached. So I've selected all, clicked attach. What that will do is change it to the same colour as the flower, and Cricut will now treat it as two images but cut them in exactly the same place. Now what I'm going to do now is I've grabbed a square and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. So I've taken my offset in, not saved it, so I've got to go back and do that again. So just click on offset, take it inward so it's like a negative, click apply, and then I'm going to change that so that it's a score line, and that will again create the same effect. But what we've got to do first, if you remember, when you scroll it out it just goes massive, so just scroll it right in. I'm not changing the size of the image, I'm just scrolling Design Space. It's really bizarre. So once I have done that, I mean, you can't cut a score line anyway, so what you've got to do then is screenshot it, but you want it so that it comes up quite wide, and when you scroll out it doesn't. Take the back off, save it as a single layer. It does look blurry, don't worry. And there you go. I can drag it over so that it just fits. And I've got my score line again. So all I've got to do again is attach it. So when it's attached, we are treating that like it's two images cut in exactly the same place. I've measured my card that this is going on to, so that is 6 by 6. So I'm going to drag that so that it's going to fit just inside or just on top of the card. And once I've done that, then I can position my flower or measure my flower so that that goes on top and fills it. I don't want to fill it completely, but so that it stands out. And now we're going to send it to cut. So we've got it on two separate mats. I'm going to use like a pale grey and a pink to go on top of my card. I'm going to set it on heavy cardstock with more pressure, and I'm going to use a green cutting mat because I want it to really stick to the card, especially because I'm cutting small bits. And here is the moment of truth. So it has started to cut the little stitch details. I've stuck my mat down. I think this might take a while, but it is doing it. It's cut and I'm filled with that. So we're going to get that off the mat and clean the mat up and then put the flower on. Here we are, all cut out, and as you can see there, the score lines are different. They're smaller on my stitch lines, but it works for this. It's a thing of working out what works. So I'm going to get this off my mat. I'm going to peel it like this and just wipe away the debris so it has all cut out really well. There's one there. I'm really pleased with that. Look at that. It's just so clever. And now we're going to make a card with it. So I'm going to put it onto this card. I do love my natural cards from Home Bargains. So we're going to pop some sticky pads on the back. I'm going to cut them up a bit because I really don't think they need to be too big. I'm going to go 5. So 1 on each corner and 1 in the middle. I just love that. And then we're just going to pop a flower on the middle. It's just that simple. I could use really small sticky pads for this, but I actually can't be bothered to go and find them. So I'm just going to cut this up smaller so that I've got 4. And now I feel like that side will go flat. I'm being a bit OCD here, but I'll just pop one on there as well. I'm just going to pop that on there. So I've just noticed 1, there you go, bit. And wow, the simplest but prettiest birthday card. I love that. How amazing is that? And isn't it easy? I just love these. They're so cute. They look amazing. I'm going to do a tutorial and do a baby card because I think they lend themselves to baby cards, wedding cards. I know I say that on every tutorial, but it's just so simple but so effective. So please do let me know how you get on, what you make in the comments below, or head over to my Facebook page where I've got a share thread. You can put pictures there. Thank you so much for crafting along with me. I will see you next time, and happy crafting.